H2K Infosys provides world-class online IT training, staffing, and software testing solutions to customers worldwide. H2K Infosys, how we are different from our competitors. 100% job-oriented training, hands-on project work, cloud test lab, resume preparation and review, mock interviews, robust syllabus, one-time fee and lifetime access to classes, access to recorded sessions of live classes. H2K Infosys has won the trust of thousands of students worldwide. For a free demo class, visit us at h2kinfosys.com.
OBJ. For each object m in marks, I have to write here convert dot to int 32. Okay. Now let me run this. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Now I'm seeing printing. Okay. So I'm seeing some questions. So what if it is string in object in our
Equal to same.
okay. So is it clear now how to declare a collection and how to add values using a for loop to collection and how to print the values from the collection? So instead of using for each loop, we can even use a for loop. Okay, but when you are using for loop, see in a collection, if I want to use a for loop, so I need to write like this: for int I is equal to 0, I less than marks dot length, marks dot count will be there, marks dot count I need to put I plus plus. So when you are using collections, you have a method called count. So count will give you the number of elements inside this marks. So for now the count value will be 10 after this step, because you are adding 10 elements into the marks. So you don't need to put 10 here. When you use marks dot count, it will take care. Now you can write here console dot write line. You can actually put here marks of I. Okay, that will print the values. Okay, so maybe you might need to put convert dot to int. Okay, so I got another question. Marks dot length will not work for collections, so we need to give marks dot count. It is not marks dot length. For strings you can give length, but here it is telling the count of variables. It is not length. For strings you can give length. For example, if I declare string name is equal to Meghnad. Now if I want to print the value, console dot write line, I can put name dot length. Okay, so for strings you can use dot length, but for collections, if you want to know the size of collection, you have to use dot count. Okay. Okay, so for arrays, I don't think we'll use count or length for arrays. So let's verify that. I'm going to declare an array int marks. So let me declare an array int abc is equal to new int of say 5 characters. Now abc dot count, yeah, I have count, so but we don't have length actually. Yeah, we have length. So for arrays we are using length, for collections we are using count. Okay, so array dot length will give you the represents total number of elements in the dimensions of array. Okay, you're right, Sandhya, you're right. For arrays we'll be using length, but for collections what we are using, what is the method we are using to find number of elements for collection? Yeah, from all of you. Okay, so anyway, if we are seeing like this, even I will summarize it so that things will be clear for you. So So in future, when you are using collections, what is the data type you use? I mean, what do you use, for loop or for each loop? Okay, okay. So now I'll ask rapid fire questions. So you need to answer. You need to answer me for the topics which we discussed today. So I need to see the response from all of you. Please respond. Please respond. I need to see the response from all of you. Okay. So now Windows or Notepad. So now you need to tell me just true or false. Okay. So I need to see the response from Bhavik and Jesse as well. So yeah. Okay. Let's get started. So for collections, the each element will be an object. True or false?
True.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Now for collections are not type safe.
True.
Yeah. So it is true. Now okay, so when you are using collections, you need to do boxing and unboxing frequently. Yes, so this is also true. This is also true. Okay. Now when you are declaring an array, you need not mention the size of the array. Yeah, it is false, because you have to mention the size of array while declaring. Okay. So for finding length of an array, we use name of the array dot count. Yeah, for array, what is that we use? We use, for array we use dot length. Okay. For collections we use dot count method. Okay. Now next question. So for collections we can access the elements using index. I repeat the question. For collections, if I want to take, for example, first element, can I put marks of 0? Using index, can I do it for collections, marks of 0? Not for adding the elements, for retrieving the values. See, for example, I have a collections called marks, which is having two elements, say 95 and 60. So now if I want to print the first element in the collection marks, can I put marks of 0? Yes, we can do that. We can do that as marks of 0. So that's what so maybe my question is not clear. So I was asking, can you if you want to print elements of this marks, so can you do we are doing like that only, marks of 0. Okay, marks of 0, marks of 1, marks of 2, like that we are printing. Okay, but still, yeah, you're right, even while printing this is not required, but when you want to assign for an integer, you have to do while printing. Even if you, let's try to remove this and then see